guys, it's Oscar back again with another video, and thank you for joining me today. Today I just wanted to show you guys all the new pieces and the little repairs that I did so far, along with the rest of the video showing you the completion of this suit and an unveiling of it all put together, guys. Alright, this suit I actually wore last year and it went so well. People took pictures of me, but unfortunately I couldn't find any. We have here the red hood helmet that I actually got on Etsy. Unfortunately, the file is no longer there. I thought it was still there, but apparently the seller removed it. So sadly, nobody can get this file anymore. But I wanted to do something different. The pieces that I actually had originally for this, were a little bit hard to glue. As you can see around here, I actually did have like a lot of hot glue on here, which it just wouldn't glue. I tried contact cement, I tried super glue, I tried hot glue. The 3D print wouldn't adhere to the fabric that I placed here, so I think it's because it only has a small section, because it is actually beveled and hollowed out from the back. So I wanted to do maybe foam, and that way I had a nice solid piece. But then actually when I was going around on Thingiverse, I actually found the same torso done by a different person, and I was like, I need to download this file because he had the same design similar to this, but it was actually solid. And look at this guy. It is basically the same design almost, and it's just without the beveling and all the detail. It still has the holes where the rivets would be, and it's the same size. I didn't even have to resize anything. So luckily it'll actually fit onto here. I'm just gonna have to remove all the glue onto this, and it's gonna actually be a lot more simpler in the long run, so we're not gonna be needing this anymore. Watch where I throw things. But there's actually a few additions to this suit. One of the additions is actually I printed out some of these biceps. I wanted to do something a little bit different, give it a more armored look to match the rest of the suit. So these are actually files from the Do 3D website. They're the tactical armor for the Batman armor and I sized it up just to make sure that it fits. So it actually fits pretty good, actually. They slide right on and they fit, and my shoulder pads that are actually go to the armor are going to go right on top. I might put a little piece of foam underneath the armor, so that way when I move around you don't hear that clacking of the plastic. It'll be more of a smoothness, and it gives it more of a more muscular feel to it. Beautiful. And I'm gonna do some dry brushing with some silver. That way, give it that scratched up look a little bit, because you're gonna get that wear and tear. And I'm thinking of putting a strap system that'll go around from one shoulder to the next. And one of the other additions, I did not have this last year. I kind of ran out of time, and I didn't order it in time, and I just gave up. It was already near the convention, so I finally bought myself a balaclava. The helmet kind of meets up right here around my ear, so my turtleneck only reached up to here. So you pretty much saw all of my skin. I'm all black and red except for this part you saw. So guys, what I did was I bought this, and I'm actually gonna be using this also for my black mask cosplay that I'm gonna be doing on Friday. So I'm gonna take this. I hope I got this on right. This camera doesn't have a viewfinder, so I can't really tell. So I think I won't cover my nose. That way I can breathe a little easier, because if I cover my nose, it's gonna be like that, and it's gonna restrict my breathing a little bit. So I hope you guys can hear me still pretty well. So then we're gonna take the helmet right here, and you won't be able to see my neck at all. So guys, let's go downstairs, start putting some Bondo on this helmet. Try to attempt to remove these ab pieces off of this and sand this so we can get this done, so I can put this baby on for you guys, and you can actually enjoy the view of this awesome cosplay. I love this cosplay so much. I can't wait to do this again with the updated pieces that I have and the changes. I'm gonna love it, guys. I'm gonna be so happy when I get to Comic Con and wear this in front of everybody. It's gonna be awesome.
Alright guys, so the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to take these ab pieces, the new ones that I figured out just the other day, and we're going to smooth them out a little bit, because as you can see right here, they have a little stepping of filament. The way it's finished is a little higher. It gets a little higher as it went to the center. So I'm going to fill this in, then sand it, and just prime it and paint it. So right here, we're just going to take a little bit of this hot filler. Oh yeah, these things are already starting to look so nice and smooth on the front. You can't even see the steps. Just gonna let it dry for a few minutes, give it a nice sanding, and I'm just gonna paint these suckers black. So while these are drying, I'm just gonna go outside, check on the helmet, get it prepped and ready. It's already been primed. Gonna do a little different color scheme in these. Hopefully it turns out nice. It's gonna look different instead of the whole solid red thing. So I'm hoping it'll come out looking amazing as much as I want. You know, I want to as much match the color scheme of this suit as much as possible. Gonna have to see. All right. So let's go outside and finish it.
One eternity later.
All right. So now we're gonna see about removing the plates off of this torso and clean up some of this hot glue that is on here, because it's pretty messy, guys. It's very messy. I want to see if I can heat it up a little bit to see if I can remove some of this excess glue, wipe it off and everything, and add the other ones when they're ready. Alright guys, so basically we finally heated it up. All I had to do was basically use my heat gun to heat up the glue that was on here. It's a little messy, so I think I'm probably going to end up getting another piece of black foam, put some fabric on it, and place it over this section, and then just put the ab pieces there, because we don't want it to look so dirty, you know. Like, I know there's battle damage, but this ain't battle damage, and I'm not going to be able to pull off saying this is battle damage. This is what feels like leaky. I'm just gonna get some black foam, some craft foam, put it over here with some fabric, I think, and then glue the new ab plates onto here. But that's gonna have to wait till tomorrow. It's already the end of the day, and I'm feeling tired, and I'm hungry. I want some dinner.
Good morning, guys. It's the next day. Excuse the hair and the beard. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning now. What I have to do next is I have to work on the bicep armor and the ab plates. I really have to figure out how I'm going to cover up the section where the glue was originally, because it's very, very messy and I'm not really feeling it. It's kind of ugly, and I'm not going to be able to get away with saying that it's battle damage, because it looks more like gunk and mud and snot. We don't like snot. So what I'm going to do is see about getting another piece of foam, preferably black, that way I can glue it on to the fabric, then add the plates after sanding them and priming them first, and then painting them. So we're going to see what we can do about that and get it all ready, so that way you guys can see. So let's just go into that time lapse so you can basically see what I'm going to be doing today and basically see everything. So we're going to see about working on the gauntlets, going to see about working on the biceps and on the ab plates.
don't know if you guys can see, but in the sanding, even though I did do a lot of sanding and I got it pretty smooth, there are some little imperfections in the printing. There are some slits and everything, and what we really need to do is use some spot filler to fill these gaps in and get it nice and smooth after with another sanding. But first we have to wait till this dries.
I know you guys are wondering, like, why is he messing up his gauntlet and everything? And I'm not really messing it up. I decided to do something a little bit more con-friendly because of last year. There were some, it was hard getting around and everything, and walking around with people and their kids along. And these things are, you know, 3D printed. They're not sharp, but, you know, they could probably still do a little bit of damage. And in the same process, near the end of the convention, it actually broke off a piece, which is why this part right here actually has a band on it. There was a crack and it just fell apart, and I actually had to get some foam from my car and wrap it around and everything and just go like that. So this time I decided, since I'm actually going to be doing an updated version on the suit, you know, give it a little bit extra pieces, I decided why not remove all of these fins of the gauntlet and replace them with foam. So that's basically what I did. I actually got some, I think this is 6mm craft foam. This is actually, I think 6mm. I think it's 6mm. Is it 6mm? I think it is. I think it is. So what I did was I took one of the pieces, since they're all basically the same size, I carved them up out of foam and just aligned it up like that, so you guys can see they're basically the same. And I didn't record this because it's basically a very simple thing, and it was my first attempt in doing it. So what I did was just take my Dremel and just sand around it and just heat it up with a heat gun, and now it's nice and smooth and it feels a little bit more firm. So what I'm gonna do next is basically just focus. What I'm going to do now is sand this part a little bit more, because there's still some chunks from the actual fin. Sand it a little bit more, and then I'm actually going to glue these pieces, well, after I prime and paint them the same color to match the original, and, you know, with some contact cement, glue them back into place right here. Alright, that's it. Go! Get the hell out of here. Alright. Hopefully that will shut him up for a little while longer. We'll have to wait and see. The pain in the butt of living in the country. Let's just get right into it, guys.
6 hours later.
Gotta press these suckers down firmly, you know? Contact cement only goes a long way, guys. You gotta, like, press it and like that. I think we have it now. Alright, guys, we have the new ab plates securely on here. I'm just gonna let this thing dry a little bit more. We have the new ab plates, and they're pretty strong. I like the way they came out. These are very strong. I like the way they look. It has more of a, you know, flat look compared to the originals. You know, compared to these, you know, it's a lot different. You know, this one's a little bit more curved, but since it was hollow, there was not much, you know, surface contact. You know, all it was touching was around the brim and there. So that had to be one of the reasons why it kept coming off loose. And then after the convention, how it like just felt right off every single time. So we finally got those pieces done. Now we're cooking with gas here, guys. We're cooking with gas.
Alright guys, as you can see, I am finally completely finished with this build. I hope that you guys enjoyed this little cosplay breakdown of my Red Hood. The remaking it and painting it and, you know, changing up a few things here and there. I want to thank everybody who actually wanted to see this cosplay done and wanted me to bring it back to Puerto Rico Comic Con, which I will be doing. I probably will wear it on Friday as well, maybe a little bit of Black Mask and some of Red Hood on that same day. I'm not too sure. I probably will because I know there are some people that are not going to be going on Saturday and they want to meet up with me on Friday. So I wanted you guys to be the first guys to see this. I wanted you guys to be the first to see this cosplay, get it done and finished. As you can see, I added a little bit of battle damage right here. I'm probably going to add a little bit more. And I'm just going to color in some of this black because it looks like it's got a white spot right there. So I'm not really feeling that little smudge there. So I'm going to fix it up. I don't know how it happened. But a little bit of acrylic paint is actually going to work some magic on that. I really want to thank everybody for joining me on this adventure on getting this Red Hood cosplay completely finished and ready for Puerto Rico Comic Con, which is only about 6 days away, guys. 6 days away to Puerto Rico Comic Con, and I am a little nervous. I'm pumped. I'm excited. I am happy. I'm ready to have a good time at this convention as the Red Hood, and I want to make sure you guys don't forget, guys, to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell because if you don't hit that notification bell, guys, you're not going to know when I'm going to be uploading my next video. And I do like to upload videos once every week as much as I can. I've been lacking a little bit on that, but I'm working hard because I haven't had much things to build and money's been kind of short, so I'm going to do my best to bring more of these amazing builds for you. And don't forget, guys, I'm actually going to be making a vlog while I'm at Puerto Rico Comic Con as the Red Hood, showing you guys around the Puerto Rico Comic Con, showing you the cosplayers that are over there, take some selfies, take some cosplay shots, and show you how we do it here in Puerto Rico. And hopefully one of these days I will join you guys at your local convention there in the good old United States of America. So don't forget, guys, I hope you're having a great weekend. Have a good time. I will see you in the next video. Peace.